Okay, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Aftersound, and we do Splinterlands content here daily. We also stream over on Twitch at This Is Aftersound, so come through, say hello. For those who have been following this account, this series, we are now on day 14, so exactly at 2 weeks. I'm gonna go through and do a recap, or not recap, but like kind of collective, cumulative value that we've gotten so far from this afterwards. So and for those who are new, this is an account. This is not my main account, as you can tell here, but what I'm trying to do is I bought this account. All I did was okay. Whew. All I did was pay the $10 for the spell book, and I did not put anything else in. So I'm intentionally making this hard because I want to prove to myself first, and then hopefully to others, that there is a path to profitability with this, right? And to kind of show and document the journey that I'm taking to get there. So I have already done 4 out of the 5 quest battles for today. I didn't want to drag you guys through all of it again. So hopefully it's not going to take me too long. You can see my record's been not too bad here, but you know, if I can do this in the next 5 battles, I'll be happy. If it happens to be more than that, I'll be embarrassed. But once we get that, we'll see what our chest reward is, and then we'll go from there. And maybe I got some DEC now that's earning some airdrop points, but I also am considering getting a card. So let's see how that goes. The sneak quest is always a tough one, but I think we're going to be okay. Obviously, for those who have been following along, you know how much I love Venari Wavesmith, and I'm using this guy, but I feel as though we should get rid of Ice Pixie, I guess, and then let's put the lion up. He's got flying, so maybe there's a bigger chance of them missing. Cool. I'm gonna put the Saber Shark there. We'll be able to do 8 magic damage unless they Bortus us. Very possible. They can see that I've been playing magic pretty much most of the time here. It's a little difficult to counter when somebody else is playing magic, just because I don't have the right cards for it. Torhilo would be great, but you know, we're on a budget here. So I don't know what this is equivalent to now. Although actually the price of DEC has gone up. Sorry, I shouldn't say the price. The value of DEC has gone up as compared to the US dollar. All right, this guy can take a hit. Oh my gosh, they are super fast, but at least we can knock. Oh my gosh, how are we missing? Stop missing, please. You're getting me worried. All right, Wavesmith is going to carry us to victory here. Boom, boom, and boom. Sweetness. Let's go. All right, we did it in one try just for you guys. You are my lucky charm. Okay, so let's go ahead and claim the reward. In my main account, I'm still in bronze, and I'm staying in bronze intentionally because I want to learn this game. But I, for the first time in my reward chest for the day, got credits, and it was not much. So let's go ahead and see. 45% chance of credits, 45% chance of potion, and 10% chance of cards are the new bronze reward chest. And we got more potions. How disappointing. It's okay. It's a-okay. Now, what I want to do with this account is start diversifying. So, okay, first things first. We are at 217 DEC, minimal rentals. We've only rented Mylar once or twice. And I'm trying to think of... Okay, so let's do the cumulative count now to see where we're at. Because this is actually technically equal to $2.17 because DEC has risen up that much. And I've had a chance to grind on this account. As you can tell, the capture rate is at 77%. And for those who may have missed it, a couple days ago, I got a gold foil Venari Heatsmith, which is going for $2.34 right now. As a card, this does not really get me much value as a playable card. I don't really use Venari Heatsmith, and I just don't see. I don't know. Maybe in later levels. But what it does do is allow me, like this thing is going to get me 125 DEC in collection power. So we can see now that as I build my card collection, I can start ranking or, you know, building an organic DEC, sorry, an organic collection power. And if we go here, it's going to take me 1,000 power to get into bronze 2. Like my rating, as you can tell, 854. I should already be in bronze 1 because of that. But I don't think there's any way that I'm going to ever get 5,000 power unless I'm renting max amount. And I don't want to rent and waste DEC. I would rather just turn that around, invest in cards that I'm going to use and play for the long run. And you know, that's the point of this account and kind of what I'm doing on my main account too now, rather than, you know, in my opinion, not necessarily wasting money on rentals, but really renting only the cards that are absolutely necessary. And trying to be a better player by figuring out ways to use what I have to my advantage rather than relying on OP cards. But that's an aside. So with that 125 on the gold rating, we are at a 1,000 power. Sorry, we're at 200 power, I believe. So we're 1/5 of the way to bronze 2. And until and unless I can get into bronze 2, I'm going to be limited by in terms of the amount of DEC that I can make. So there is an incentive, because with the cards that I have, you can see that I can get all the way up to probably 1,000 rating. Last season with the cards I had, I made it to like 1.5K rating. But, you know, a part of this will be, what do I want to buy, right? What do I want to buy with now the in-game currency, the DEC, or potentially credits in the future? And so let's go to open. So I have 3 potions now. What does this thing even do? Legendary, double chance for a legendary card in all packs, except for Alpha and Gladius cases. Okay, cool. So, you know, this is something where if this is roughly equivalent to $2 at the time, and there's still Chaos Legion packs, I could buy that. The other card that I was looking at, and there's actually a couple of them, but let's do some just window shopping for now. I mentioned this, I think, on a previous one of these videos. But I haven't pulled the trigger on anything yet. But the rewards cards are what fascinate me. I don't think from a common standpoint there's anything that is going to like elevate my game too much right now. If I'm looking all the way, you know, bottom dollar, these ones with this border are the new Chaos Legion borders. So these are the new Chaos Legion rewards cards. Rare. Well, okay, so this is going to be interesting. I mean, I think this guy's great, but he's good in like a Jotun deck, and I don't know that I'm playing too many high mana games. I really like this guy for death. He's like your budget Ancient Lich. And yeah. And so I can afford all these cards right now because this, you know, is roughly $2. And if I were to buy this for 48 cents in DEC, it's going to cost me 47 DEC. So yeah, DEC is right at about a penny right now. So part of me wants to buy because, again, if you've been following the channel, you know that I'm bullish on DEC in the short term, but I'm a little bearish on it long term. Okay, so I could try to save up for one of these guys. You know, Jin O'Shaughnessy would be phenomenal and would really iron out the water deck for me, at least what I have right now. Harklaw has been great for me in my other account. Jin Biljka is just not there. But I don't really want to wait until I get all the way up there to grab one of these guys. So I've been looking at epic cards. And the 2 ones that really stand out to me are Jin Chihuahua and Jin Renova. And the reason for that is because I think they can both elevate in different ways. One, you know, obviously Jin Renova is only going to elevate the Life Splinter for me. But I think because I already have the Crystal Smith, for the time being, until we get into the new modern format, I can do the double healer, which is actually really great. And then, you know, if it's a high mana game, throw Jin Renova in and have someone else being able to do some under armor damage. And then Jin Chihuahua to me is probably what I'm going to go for. And my reasoning for this is because, you know, I'm going to do a separate strategy on Mylar for anybody who has a green deck. It's just Mylar is so expensive. And for those who are new to the game, Mylar is a summoner for the Earth deck, currently at $46 if you wanted to buy him, and going for, you know, just under 18 cents per day if you want to rent him. So, you know, from a rental standpoint, you might be able to make that back. If you're making more than 18 DEC a day, you're going to be in a good spot. But what I like, and again, this is all only for people who are new. Mylar gives you thorns, which means anybody that does melee damage to you will take 2 damage back. And so Jin Chihuahua kind of does that as well. I mean, just her. It doesn't give it to your entire deck. But I think she makes a phenomenal tank, and this gives me flexibility with thorns across all splinters. So you know what? Let's do this in the video today. I'm going to go ahead and grab her because she is under $2, and I don't know. It might go down again, but again, might go up. And also, since DEC is up right now, we're going to use up pretty much all of our DEC. I'm going to have like 20 DEC left. But oh gosh, do I want to do this or no? Oh my gosh, do I want to use up all my DEC? Maybe I buy like Jin Renova now and then Chihuahua later. Look at, see, this is the struggle, guys. Very limited funds. But see, so here's the thing, right? There's all different kinds of quests. And while I don't value quests in the same way because the rewards in bronze just aren't the same, I want to be able to like do them in all the correct splinters. So, you know, in all the appropriate splinters. And then there's also snipe and sneak and neutral. I'm going to go with Jin Chihuahua. You know what? Let's not overthink it. We're going to grab her and then we'll grind on the account maybe later today or something. And she is, all right, here we go, here we go, here we go. So we just added to our deck. This gave me 100 more in collection power. Obviously my DEC is totally shot and down to 20. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and grind back up to that 150 as quickly as possible, especially while DEC is at, you know, a higher value than its peg. Here you go. See, my DEC, or my power, playable collection power, just jumped up to 30. Or, oh my gosh, up to 300 from 200. And now I have an owned card. So let's go ahead and I'm going to force it here just in case we don't actually need to battle with her. But okay, we're not going to battle with her. Let's do it this way. Actually, she gives me a great tank. I'm going to throw Bortus in the mix. And whoops. Oh, I guess I can't use Bortus. Let's use him because he's the only dragon summoner that I have. And then, okay, actually, maybe I'm not even going to play water. Actually, this might help in terms of having a counter to water. So I play this, and actually, let's play green because then I can use this as a tank, use Failed Summoner actually before that to knock out maybe 1 or 2 of the pixies. And then having her there, I don't have a healer. That's the problem. And they already have a pretty good tank with... I feel like I'm forcing it. You, and then who else can we throw in on the back end? You. So we'll try to do some... Okay, so we kind of have like a double tank here, triple tank if you count Failed Summoner, and then I'm trying to go and hit him on the back line. So let's see how well this works. Kind of experimenting. I don't know if this is what I would do normally. Oh, they have actually, I didn't even see that there was a Magic Reflect here. Interesting. Okay, and I won't be able to get past this guy, so that's going to suck. I'm in trouble, that's for sure. I wish I had thrown somebody with Snipe in. That would have been probably more helpful. Oh, actually, never mind. Okay, so let's see. I'm just not going to be able to make it past that guy. He's going to be eating me up every turn. Okay, so we lost this. So much for Jin Chihuahua. Let me try one more. It's a brand new card. I want to give it a shot. I want to like... Okay, this might be a much better match because I don't have Mylar. And in a small mana match, it looks like they are going heavily with Death and Fire. It's not necessarily ideal, but if I put oh wow, she eats up. I don't think there's anybody that I can put for one. Okay, so let's not play this one. Let's play... I guess we'll play water because that's the only other one that I have a 1 mana creature. And then we'll throw her in. And they're both going to get 1 plus armor, which this is kind of giving me a back tank, which again is not going to matter now. I did not expect them to play Ulrich on such a low mana game, but they will eat me up. Okay, well, I overthought it. I guessed wrong. So as you can see, I made the wrong decision. Should have gone with Jin Renova. I'm most likely still going to be playing blue with Venari Wavesmith as much as possible. I'm just trying to like utilize this card, and it is clearly not working out for me. See, if they had, like here, if I just go with my Wavesmith again, Wavesmith is just so OP, guys. If you do not have one yet, you are sleeping on this. So please, please take a look at it. Oh no, I want to keep her in. And I actually like Pixie too. But let's do a double front tank. Okay, now I'm just kind of playing for fun because obviously I'm not using the other one. But I mean, yeah, Wavesmith is just too powerful. So here's the thing. If you guys are struggling, if you are new, trying to figure it out. Okay, let me just finish this. Venari Wavesmith, this card is incredibly valuable. I think it's one of the most OP cards in Bronze, and it is, you know, I did a separate video on this. I think it's better and obviously much cheaper than Mylar. I mean, it just allows you to rip through so many people with Ulrich, and it's very difficult to counter unless you have specific cards out of the starter deck, right? So, you know, I just spent almost $2 on another card, but that's because I had Wavesmith already. But again, for those who are looking, this is a new reward, a Chaos Legion rare reward card, and it is currently going for $2.15. So even though it's rare, not epic, right? It's a lower level. It's going for much higher just because people, I think, are starting to understand the value. Hopefully that's because of me telling them, but if not, you know, I've been preaching it on this channel. Okay, guys, so that's where we're at. Let me go ahead and do the cumulative roundup. I'm going to bust out my calculator here separately. So let's pull this in. So 2.34 plus 0.32 plus 1.57. So they're valuing this much less than the market price right now, oddly enough. Plus 0.12 plus 0.2 since there's 2 of them. Plus 0.51 plus 1.94 plus last one 0.08. Okay, so I have been playing this game now for 2 weeks, and then plus we'll just say 0.21 cents, right? So I've been playing this game now for 2 weeks. I have built up a collection of cards, and some of this, there has to be a little asterisk because some of this was before the updated rewards in Bronze. So we'll see how quickly I can start growing. But $7.29 is where my current value is. And again, 2 weeks ago, exactly 2 weeks ago, I spent $10 to get the spell book. I've been playing on this account. I've been earning. I could have withdrawn the DEC if I had wanted to. But instead, I'm flipping that around and buying cards like Jin Chihuahua, right? And so, yeah, look, people are going to look at this and be like, oh, you got lucky. You won a Wavesmith. You won a gold foil Heatsmith. Yes, but you know what? Other people are out there winning rare legendary gold foil cards. In fact, someone in my guild won one. So it's absolutely possible. Absolutely possible. You just got to go out and do it. You just got to go up, show up every single day. If you're following this journey, you've seen some of the frustrating days where we get like nothing, right? Even today it was like a potion. But if you're there and just doing the rewards and grinding in a game like this, it's going to reward you in the long run. All right. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in and following along the journey. We are at the two-week mark now, and I'm very excited to see what this is going to look like after we get to 3-4 weeks and after a month. I think the 1 month update will be very interesting to see. But obviously in 2 weeks, we are 70, almost 75% to where we want to go. And I will continue grinding on this account because it's gotten more and more fun now that I'm collecting cards here that I can play with, as opposed to just doing starter cards versus starter cards. And the amount of DEC that I'm winning has gone up too. So we'll be looking to grab as much DEC or win as much DEC as possible, and then flip those into other cards. Oh, you know what I didn't even factor in? Let's grab some of this SPS. So what was it? 729 plus. This is probably just going to be a penny or something here. But see, as my collection power grows, there we go, 15 cents. All right, yeah. So we'll just call it like an even 750, right? And I guess I'll stake whatever I got here. My little amounts. Oh, actually, no, I was not going to stake this because I think eventually I'm going to withdraw this to my main account. Got to stack that SPS. Got to stack that SPS. All right, guys, I will catch up with you all later. Have a good one, and I will see you on the next video and see you around the game. Later.